Is it time to say goodbye to Lyft and Uber? How's it going, guys? The name's Tony. Do not call me Aunt. And today, we're going to do a review on something called the Tesloop. No, you're not going to take a test. It's test, short for Tesla and loop, because it goes back and forth. Basically, this is a car service that is like upscale with minimal pricing compared to Uber, a taxi, and Lyft, even with discount codes. So, as you guys already know, if you haven't been following my vlog, I'll put a thing up there so you can follow that. I moved from East Coast all the way to West Coast, and I'm in SoCal. And I was told this before I even got here. Yeah, public transportation, we have it, but don't rely on it. So you gotta drive. I have a bike, so I ride my bike wherever I need to go so far right now. Maybe holding me back, but we'll see how getting the car and getting a license out here works for me. Sooner better than later, maybe is the best option. But as of right now, if I need a ride far, I need to get public transportation. So I went to LA to visit a friend, and I originally took what my uncle had taken to the airport, which was a combination of a train and a bus. So first you have to buy the ticket in advance, you show them, they scan it, and then you take a bus ride. Really nice though. They have some music in the background, they tell you what's going to happen real quick, and it was clean and everything, and some of them have bathrooms in the back. So we took it, went all the way to Fullerton, another city, and that's when I got onto a train, and then I ended up going all the way to another location where I had to take another bus to get to the actual LAX airport. So that's 3 different forms of transportation I had to take just to get to the one place. That doesn't even count the ride that I got to the first airport, which is near where I live now, and then the second ride from my friend to his house. So that's technically 5 different things I had to take. Alright, so then fast forward it, went through my hiking trip and everything. So now I need to go back. So usually, if you go to from point A, B, C, D, E, took 5 different forms, you would assume, I guess it takes 5 to go back, but the same exact way, you would assume, just go in reverse, basically. Take the same bus, go in the opposite way. Now, I couldn't see the same exact buses or anything going that way. It was totally different from how I got here. It wasn't even the same train service. Totally different. So I was lost. So finally, where I was staying, there was a couple of roommates, and someone said Tesloop, and I thought it was like a test. I was like, what? And he kept saying it, and then he confirmed with his girlfriend, Tesloop, and went onto the website and everything. And basically what you do is you get to reserve. They have an app. I don't like the app too much because it still feels like you're on the website version, which tends to be a little bit more complicated, just the way things are. But maybe they're still working on it. Anyway, it's called the Loop, Tesloop, because they're using Teslas somewhere newer than others, which is pretty cool. The newer ones, I guess, the doors come up like that, and then they close, which is pretty damn dope. They have different rides going back and forth. So from like LA to where I live, Palm Springs, then and back. Then they have it to, I think, San Diego, back. They have a couple of different places. I think either they're working on it or they already have it going to Las Vegas, I think. I could be wrong. I'll just put the different destinations, and I'll put the link just so you guys will have a better understanding. I would put a code if they have a referral code, so that way I can get some credits. But I think there's a generic one. I think it's called First Ride, and you get 20% off. So my ride was going to be $39, including tax. So it came out to like $31 and some change. So I made the mistake. I did the wrong timing. This is like Uber and Lyft, where it's supply and demand. But with Uber and Lyft, you can just click it whenever you want. I guess they're still kind of newer, or since it's a loop and they go so much further on a usual basis compared to what a Uber or Lyft driver does, they don't have as many rides. There may be only 3 rides or so going to that one direction that you're trying to get to. So I clicked 11:37 thinking it was AM, but it turned out it was PM. So someone drove me there. We were waiting for no reason. So I turned around, came back. I called. It took about an hour and a half for myself to get a call back from the voicemail program that they have. And they were going to change it, but the way that works is they have to fully refund it. And depending on your bank and them, it could take 3 to 5 days or 2 to 3 days. I'm not sure how long it'll take. And then you would re-reserve a new time. They were going to do that for me. So you got to remember, if you're doing that, you got to make sure you have money for both. The canceled one and the new one. Because you have to wait until you get the full funds back. So, my ride was $31. Originally $39. So the time that they were going to give me, which was about 10 hours earlier, which would have been great. About 1 something. Or was it 4 something, actually? Because it was after that time. And it would have been $59. So that's $20 more than I wanted to spend. Because coming here was about 30 something dollars. So me getting into a carpool though, there's other people in there. So hopefully you don't get crazy people. I got 2 quiet people. It was in the middle of the night. It was like 11:37 p.m. So they ended up going to sleep. I went to sleep for a little bit, which was really cool. The guy explained what was going on. He explained what the car is. It's a Tesla, to let people know what it is. They have a big monitor on a dashboard. Basically shows you the power of expectancy to output and what it is now, what it is by the time you get to the location, and there's a graph. And then if you drive slow enough, which is usually the speed limit for that, you end up kind of generating a little bit of energy for the car to conserve itself. And if you do it to a certain percentage and then you start to rev it up, you may be able to go faster for longer. If you get down to something super low, because they have an expectancy saying that you need this much % of your battery power to get to your destination, if you're above that, you don't have to stop. If so, you have to go to one of their spots where you can recharge. But like in 15 minutes, it's at 100%. So the thing is, if you never get to 0, you're only stopping for a minute or 2, from my understanding. So that was really cool. He explained it. He made a joke, the gentleman, I forget his name, but he started going like this. Yeah, I'm going to put it on, make the car drive, and I'm going to sleep. And this thing's just driving. He was joking. I was looking at him like, what the hell is he doing? But the car has sensors and everything, and you see it. And whenever a car came nearby or went to drive in front of us to pass lanes, you saw the sensors light up on the diagram of the car. And then you can actually put it to want to turn to the next lane or the other lane, and it does it safely. So if you did it and there's a car coming too fast, it's not going to do it. It's going to make you wait and then finally move over, or wait till the car fully passes, or the car's enough of a distance in front of you for it to safely pass. This I watched, and the gentleman explained it to me. Somebody called on the phone within like the first 5 minutes, explained what we were going to go through, let us know we had refreshments, any questions, things like that. I don't know, maybe it's just me thinking, no way, someone's going to call every single time. Maybe because they don't have 100 rides per driver a day. I thought it may have been automated, but either way, it was a pretty cool thing to add to it, to make it a little more personable. I ended up getting a cold coffee, which was pretty cool, but I was so tired I went to sleep anyway, and had snacks, but I didn't eat any. So, would I do a Tesloop again if I need to go to LA or wherever they're going? Yes. The thing that sucks is it's not the worst thing in the world. It's kind of like one of the options in either Lyft or Uber where it's kind of near your house. And I guess if they don't have anything in between, they may drop you off at your house. So it dropped me off like a quarter of a mile away, not even that far. It took me like 8 minutes to walk here. It was really late. It was 1 something, so I couldn't barely see. So I just had my flashlight on because I'm not used to the darkness in California. But it was pretty damn dope. The guy was great. You could either tip in person, you could tip on the credit card on the app afterwards, I guess. I'm not exactly sure how, but it mentioned that you can. So this is something I think that is going to grow and get bigger, and it seems to be safer, and they're trying to push it. And the reason why, to my understanding, why it's so much cheaper, because Uber or Lyft was charging me $130 to $180 depending on what day, the time, and if the weather was bad or not. I could imagine if it was raining, it would have been like 3 times the amount. I don't know if their prices change like in the middle of the day, but I know the earlier one was $59 and the later one was $39. I'm not sure if the weather would be part of that. But yes, I'm going to post the links and stuff like that so you guys can take a look at this. Yes, you do create an account, but it's free. First ride, 20% off. So yeah, I'm going to put the information below. If this is something you've never heard of, or something that you just found out about, just let me know what you think about it. And if there's any other car services that are pretty great, either with their ingenious ideas or with their prices, let me know in the comment section below, because right now I don't drive, so I need whatever type of transportation I can find, especially in this new area where everywhere I go I feel lost. So I just want to thank you guys for being part of the family. If you're not, just make sure you subscribe so that way you can stay up to date with all the different types of videos that I post. Magic reviews, magic tricks, product reviews, whether it's some type of food or for fitness or just something I bought off of a Wish app, workout fitness videos. So if you have any questions in general, just either comment below, hit me with a message on any of my social medias, which I always put there for you guys, and you can follow them. Just liking and subscribing lets me know that this helped somebody, and it allows me to like drive and show everyone else that this is good content. Thank you very much, guys, and peace.